Hi dancers, thanks for joining me for class today. My name's Andrea Ciacci. We're going to be doing some classic jazz and a bit of movement analysis, interpretive work. So let's get up, and I'd like to first have you just check in with yourself and how you're feeling and how you can use your breath to support you. So if you're someone who's feeling like there's a lot going on, feeling stress or tension, how can you take some nice deep breaths, center your thoughts, center your focus, feel grounded, and feel present. If you're somebody who may be feeling tired, maybe you're like, use those breaths, get some jumps going, bring new air, re-energized air into your body. Yeah, so check in with yourself, how you can bring yourself, let go of any thoughts or things that you don't need today. Bring your center and your focus to this class in this moment. So we're going to do a warm-up, and then we'll do some exercises. Then we'll talk about a bit of movement analysis, and then do a little bit of a combo to finish it off. And then we'll do a stretch at the end. So here we go. Find some space. Take up some space. That's not too loud. Here we go. Just starting with some deep breaths, filling your lungs. Shaking it off. Starting with some shoulder rolls, up and back. Nice and big, other way. Really make the range of motion as big as you can. Good, now we're doing single and adding the rib cage. 6, 7, reverse, starting with the left. So you're mirroring me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just go side to side with the rib cage. Boom. 5, 6, front and back, and front, back, front, back, front. Let's do circles. Around. 2, 3, 4, other way. Catching up to the beat of this song. Ready? Shifting to the hips. Just big circles. Other way. Figure 8. So our next. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little circles, adding the ankle pop. 2, 3, 4, other foot. We're going to go up to the head. Circles, nice and slow. Other way. Ear to shoulder. Looking right and left. Down and up. Last one. We're breathing up. From here, we're arching down, surrendering to gravity, and rolling up through the spine. Think of each vertebrae stacking, realigning. That's what we did. Big breath up. Lead with the elbows. Right here, we're going to stretch up and just hang. No tension in the neck. Let your head, the weight of your head hang down. Grab your elbows. We're going to do a slight sway side to side. Bigger sway. Good. Reach those hands long. Plie and stretch. Plie and stretch. Plie, stretch. Plie, and pulling your hands on your ankles to pull your chest lower. Plie, roll up. Let's get a bit more blood flow. Let's do little runs. Warming up the feet, running through the foot. Picking up the knees a bit more. Now, heels towards the bum. A bit higher. And bum kicks. Going single foot, step hop. Bring it up to rotary. Hop, step, hop. 2-foot pops. Good, come back to that second. Big stretch over to the side. Come to flat back. Reach down to that ankle. Bend the opposite knee. 2 more. Last one. Twist that upper arm up. Squaring off the hips. And roll up. Other side. Big stretch second. Flat back, long reach. Down to that ankle. Bend the opposite knee. And one more. Come to your center. Rolling up. Now we're turning out. And in the big grand plie, we're going to sink into this. We'll sway side to side. Push your knee, shoulder in. Switch. And again. So pushing away to allow yourself to find that rotation. Come up, center, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Arms in second. Come up onto demi-point, lower. Core engaged, feeling tall through the spine. Last one, we're going to hold up. Bring those arms to fifth. There you go. We're slowly coming up to stretch the legs. Ooh. Gonna take it off. I think we'll get right into doing a few exercises because this is going to continue our warm-up. We're going to do, standing up first, we're going to do 2 demis. And, two demis. On your second demi, you lean away from your center and stack that arm in fifth. Demi, and then lean away. When you're here, we're doing 1 grand plie, and then we'll change to second. So it's demi, no arms. Demi with the lean, we add the arm. Demi, lean, then we'll do a grand plie here. Bring it to 4th position. 2 demis, grand, then to 5th. Then we'll bring it to the other side, 4th and 5th. Very good? Maybe I'll face you this way. 5, 6, 7, and demi. Lean away. Demi. Lean away. 1. 5, 6, 7, and demi. Lean. Grand plie. 5, 6, stretch, 7, 4th. Demi. Demi. Lean away. Find your center with a tuck that pelvis. And 5th. So on 7, 8, we close and turning position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to the leg. Demi. Up. It's about stacking, but also enjoy that movement. Demi. Allow yourself to go off center. Good. Good, come out of that. Next one we'll do is working through a plie, forced arch, and stretch. So again, balancing and centering. So what we'll do is standing in parallel position, making sure our core is engaged, thinking about that pelvic rotation or pelvic tuck. If you're somebody who arches, you don't want to over tuck, but you want to line yourself. Shoulders over hips, ribs down. We're going to do a plie. Then we're coming up into that forced arch. We're going to stretch up from that forced arch, lower down with resistance. And then we reverse it. So we're going to go rise, 4 stretch, lower your heels, stretch. We'll do that same thing in the turned out position. Then we'll come back parallel. We'll try it with our eyes closed. So when we lose our vision, our proprioceptors don't work as well. So it's good training to try to do that once in a while. We'll do it with eyes closed, and then we'll try one foot and the other foot. I don't know if you can hear the music, but here we go. Let's do it. You can either keep your hands down or use your arms in second if you want. Here we go. Stacking, 6, 7, 2 counts for each position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're lowering. Now rise. 1, 2, 4 start. Lower. Again like that. So we go plie, 4 start. Rise and lower. Reverse. Rise. We're doing turned out now. Here we go. Plie, 4 start. Stretch. Lower. Again, always thinking about those opposing forces. Let's do again and turned out. Use those arms to help you balance. Heels down, come to parallel. Let's try it with your eyes closed. It's natural to feel a little wobblier. Really think of your alignment here. One more time. And to lower with that resistance. Good. Open your eyes again. 1 foot in coup de pied. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower, reverse it. 1, 2, 4, start. Heel down. Switch feet. Here we go. 1, 2. Are your shoulders coming up? I tend to do that. Check in that your shoulders are down. Woo, good job. Shake it out. So, worked on some balance and alignment. We're going to do some brush, throw yourself off your center, try to get back on your center. So we'll keep it simple. We're starting turned out first. We're doing a brush battement, tombe onto that leg. You come back to center and close. Let's do front, side, back, side. On one leg, then we'll do front, side, back, side. So side, we tombe over, bring that top arm up. Find that second. Then derriere. Hopefully you have a bit more space than I do. Tombe back into an arch. Come back into that arabesque. Close. One more time, second. And then we'll do the other side. A nice slow song for this one. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and second, 1, 2, 3. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Allow your head to come down on that tombe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Brush back. Up. Last one to second. Brush. How can you align for that balance? Good, 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 good. Yeah, shake it off. Next, I'd like to get into a bit of hopping. So, yeah. Oh no. One more before we get off the ground. A little exercise to help with a tilt position. And this is more of a beginner. This was a weakness for me and a reminder for everyone to know what your strengths are and know what your weaknesses or your needs improvement areas are, so that you don't ignore those and focus on those as well. So let's do this together. Just an exercise that you can continue to work on and progress if this is something that you need and would be something that you would feel that ease increases and that strength and mobility increases. So we're starting with a slight bend in the knees in a quasi position. Your core is engaged. Your supporting leg is going to be that back leg. You're really engaging the glutes around and the quads and the hamstrings around that supporting leg, and your working leg is just back a little bit in a parallel attitude. Our arms are in second. We're going to open up to face en face, and we'll go back to parallel. We'll do this twice. On the third time, we're going to lean away from that supporting leg, and then we're going to lean towards that supporting leg, and then come back to parallel. And then we'll do the other leg. And this is something that you work at your own range of motion, yes? So you'll feel the glutes fire up for sure. Here we go, start that side bend. 1, 2, let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're opening 5, 6, 7, 8 towards. Back to parallel. Let's do the lean one more time. 1, 2. The counts are kind of free. We're going away from that supporting leg towards that supporting leg. You need to work with increasing the height there. Come back to parallel. Yeah, shake it off. Stretch out that, lean towards that glute that was working. Yeah. Let's do 4 counts for the positions. Let's go, other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Lean away. 2, 3, 4. Towards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Away. Towards. And back to parallel. Good. Shake out those glutes. Good. So something that really you can build on and work on. Get nice, high, beautiful tilts. Let's go next. A pirouette exercise. And then we'll hop. We'll finish off soon. So, for control, we're working on different pirouette rotation numbers. So just from your pirouette prep, want to make sure you're really stacking shoulder over ankle, core engaged, and you're shifting your whole body up into that retiré leg, strong retiré, squeezing those inner thighs together. You may have done this exercise, it's a nice little classic. Starting from that pirouette prep, your first one is a hold, then you go back to your pirouette prep. Woo. Your second one is a demi, so just half a pirouette. Then you're doing a full pirouette, 1.5 to face the front, a double, and then pirouette of dancer's choice. Yeah, so hold, then half, then full, then 1.5, then double, then your choice. Yeah? Let's do it without music for this one. Where are we at for time? Okay. Here we go. Let's do your good side first, your more ease side, and then we'll work on your second side. Yeah, so here we go. Stacking up. That knee stacked over the ankle. Ready to come up. 5, 6, 7. We go. Hold. And lower. Demi. Or half. Down. Single. 1.5. Spot the front. Woo. Double. And your choice. Yes? How do we do? Yeah, so try it again if you want If you felt like that first run you weren't on your center, what can you do? Can you lower with a bit more sustained feeling at the end of your pirouette rather than just stopping? Things to analyze your own movement, what worked, what didn't work, and apply it to improving the next time. Yeah, something to keep doing as dancers to grow as artists. That was fun. Let's do the other side. Yeah, haven't turned in a long time. Hello, turns. So here we go, prepping for your other side. 6, 7, and we go. Hold and place, half turn, 1, and place, single, boom. 1.5, spotting the front, woo, double, and whatever. Good. How do we feel? Let it go. If you feel great or feel terrible about your pirouettes, let it go. Let's move on. Next, we'll get into jumping at lies. We're going to do one battement exercise, then we'll do one quick little jump. I don't know how much space you have. A classic, basic battement. We're going to do step, battement, brush battement front, back, back, step, left, boom, boom, step, side, step, side. We're going to step to the front to brush back. You can fondue that front knee. And then I want to finish with a tilt battement each side. Yeah? Let's put some music on. That is 5, 6, 7, 8. It goes 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Let's do it all together. I'm saying second. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, and second. To the back. With the tilt. Yeah, always finish in a position, yeah. Should we do that again? 5, 6, 7. Big dynamic kick. Nice and fast, this one. Straight leg if you want, front and back. Good. Yeah, one of the beauties of jazz is the dynamics, the strong, sharp lines. So make sure to really find that at different moments within dancing, within the jazz world. Okay, if you have space, enjoy the space in a studio, use it. Otherwise, we'll try to stay kind of under our legs just to wake up our feet and get that, dynamic movement. We're going to do a step hop, run, just step hop in that parallel retire. You can go diagonal to diagonal. Then it's a step hop arabesque, run, step hop arabesque, run. If you're going across a dance studio, repeat. 2 parallel jumps, 2 hop arabesques. I'm going to keep it small and under me, but if you can really travel, make those runs nice and long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here we go. Step, hop, run, step, hop, run, step, hop. I'll keep the music playing if you can keep dancing. Step, hop. Really reach with those arms. Nice straight lines in the arabesque. Feel a moment of float at the top. Good. Good. How are we feeling? Grab a drink if you would like one. And then we will switch pace a little bit here. Talk a little bit about some movement analysis, and then we'll apply some of that work. So like I said in the intro video, I've done a lot of movement characterization type work. So we're going to play with some movement analysis and how to physically interpret some emotion or character. So one method I want to talk about first is Laban. So Laban's movement efforts is what it's called. So there's 3 that we'll talk about quickly today. It's kind of a quick dive into it. So it's how we'll think about a movement. So the first one we'll talk about is weight. And in dance in general, there's so many different elements. We can talk about height, levels, and dynamics, and using up space within a stage or a dance floor. But we're talking now about movement efforts. So there can be light versus heavy. So we'll play with that. The next one will be direction. So direct movement versus indirect movement. And then speed. So whether something's sort of sudden or fast, or more a sustained movement that is slower. So these are elements that we can think about when we're creating for certain like an interpretation. So different things, and you'll feel what they might feel like to you, and that might translate to an audience, what different movement efforts feel like and look like. So we'll just play with some of these, and yeah, and then move on. So the first one, just again taking up some space and owning some of your dance floor. So let's play with just moving, improvising, thinking about your effort and weight being light. Just turn that down a little bit. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, and light movement. 2. Light. So how does that feel in your body? How does it look if you're looking at some of the other dancers? Now play with heavy. Boom. Heavy movement, heavy feeling. Every step, every limb has weight to it. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to switch to playing with our direction. So the first one is something that's direct. So maybe it's lines, maybe it's a step, maybe it's your focus that's direct. Play with. Yeah? Good. Now we're switching to indirect. So what does that look like? Your focus is indirect, your movement's indirect. Good. Now the next one we'll talk about, or we'll play with, is speed. So fast or sudden movement. 5, 6, 7, and play with that. All right. Now the opposite of that, you think of slow, or think of it as a quality of movement that's sustained. 5, 6, here we go. Good. So this is something kind of to put in your back pocket when you're thinking about movement, and how you can use those elements to create or to interpret. So that's Laban Movement Efforts. But next, in terms of character, okay, yeah, we'll talk a bit about characterization. Then we'll learn a little phrase, and then we'll apply some of the characterization to the phrase. Yeah, so when we're a lot of in performance arts, there's the self-expression, but there's also interpretation, whether you're playing a role or you're conveying an emotion, a story, a feeling. So making that authentic is really about having the thought, and whether it's going into your own memory bank or creating images for yourself that create feelings that will inform the actions or your body. Yeah, even just as myself, you can sit and you're feeling happy and good with confidence and a lifted chest, shoulders back. If you're tired, there's more of a slump, or you're nervous, it's like an inward feeling. So really paying attention to those subtleties that communicate a lot. So yeah, well, that is a line that we'll think about, of thoughts creating the feelings, creating movement influences. Let's put that on pause. We'll learn some movement, and then we'll go back and play with different emotions and personifications, sort of. Okay, here we go. So not a long phrase, but we'll repeat in different ways. So I want you to come to standing, and I'll turn around to do it both ways. But our first movement is just lifting the head for 2 counts. 1, 2. Then I'm just going to show you side from the angle. You're going to bring your hand up to your shoulder, 3, and then bring your elbow up for 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. From this elbow position it's the right arm, we're going to lift it up and over your head as you bring that right foot back into a contraction and sort of like a turned in fourth. Okay, so from this side, it's head up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it up and over. 5, 6 is where we end. Yeah. So from that 5, 6 position, we're going to bring our right foot into sort of coup de pied, or just off the ankle. You have some creative freedom within this movement in general, but it is a turn en dehors to step on that right foot again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 2 counts for this turn, so you can sustain it. You can keep it on fondue and come up. 7, 8. Let's do it from this side. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have this arm in a second if you want. 5, 6, 7, 8. That first step is actually going to be on 1. Let's go on. So we've done the turn. 6, 7, 8. We're going to go 1 and 2. So it's a little skip hop, switch the foot. We're here. 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2. Yeah? From here, we're in a second. We're going to do a big head roll with an upper body arch. That's 1 and 2, 3, 4. The leg is doing a flick, croisé, and open. 5, 6. And then you cut under to do a rond jambe en l'air, just low. 7, 8. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we good? Let me do this way first, and then we'll move on. 6, 7, 8. We go head up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Good. From 7, 8, we're pulling away. We're pulling away with the elbow and lunging back on that back right knee. My foot is flexed, I don't think you can see on the video. And from that pull, there's another force pulling you forward. So that elbow is pulling back, and then it comes forward. And you end up in that lunge, parallel attitude position. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed something. 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. I did miss something, but we'll keep going. We did 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a little double attitude leap. 6 and 7 to parallel a second, and 7 and 8, and cross to finish. So we'll keep it short and simple because we'll play with it in various ways. Check one time. Okay, so let's go back to what that new part was. 7 and 8, we do a head roll. Or sorry, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We pull back 1, 2, lean forward 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. Yeah? We okay with that? I'm going to do it this way, and then we'll add some music after that. So nice and slow first, and then maybe we'll speed it up a little bit, and then add our music. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah, a little bit faster. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my counts were off. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. There we go. My computer is showing low battery. Hopefully we make it through. Okay, hope we're good with that. Let's turn on some music and play with it. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah? Try it once. How to think about it, kind of get into our bodies. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 5, 6, and 7. Good. You're totally welcome to use the movement as a skeleton and kind of make it your own. Do what works for you and your body. So playing with that, yes, there's the showmanship of jazz that's like flashy and fun, But we're also going to play with just putting emotion behind your movement. So that being said, I just want to do two different emotions that will move for going forward now. So I want you to think of love first. So dance from a place of, we're going to do it twice within love. Think of one time being young, joyous, carefree love, like you're so happy to be dancing and that shows through your movement. And the next time we'll do it will be sort of like a teenage or a more adult, more serious love that's more subtle. But I still want you to communicate. So this beginning part with your head up, your eyes communicate so much. So right away from your eyes, there should be an expression that we can try to read. When I do motion capture work, there's the markers on our bodysuits. Unless you're doing performance capture where they're recording your facial expressions, oftentimes it's just our body. So I don't have use of my face for motion capture usually. But when you can, really use your face, your eyes to express. So hopefully we don't have to think about the movement too much. I know some of us might still be trying to process the order and the movement. Try to let it go, and if you want to improv, that's fine. We'll add an improv at the end. So, and 7 and 8, one count of 8 to keep moving within that expression. Yeah. So let's do, starting with young, sort of childlike love. So again, like, think about where you're at, think about connecting to that and that feeling and dancing from there. I can tell you take the chance. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3. I may have missed my counts, but that's the idea. Yeah. Let's do again love. Now it's more of a mature, different approach. Here we go. Maybe you're looking at someone you love. 5, 6, 1, 2. Oh, I forgot the jump. Yeah. Good. Now, on sort of a flip side, we're going to play with the idea of expressing envy. So what does that mean to you? We'll do sort of more extremes of it. Maybe the first one is sort of like a toddler who doesn't hold back on their expression. They're jealous. They're going to first blurt it out. They're going to say it. They're going to express it. So uninhibited envy, and then we'll go to a more of a subtle. You're adult enough, more mature enough that you can't express it like a toddler does. So it's more internal. It's more centered. What else? Yeah, let's do that. So again, connect a thought. And you can even think of playing with these things as a character. Maybe you're playing a young person. Maybe you're playing an old bitter person. So how does that right away, what your posture would feel like if you were that character? And in moving forward, in your improv, you can think of some of those movement efforts just to add a little complexity to it. If you want to say, one time you're going to play, or choose one of the efforts, light, heavy, fast, slow, direct, indirect, that might apply to your person. Yeah? So we're doing envy, uninhibited. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many times it's gonna take? Rest. Good. Come back to yourself. Let's change the approach now. More centered and controlled. 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 6, 7. How many times it's gonna take to see the truth? How many days it must good, rest. Just to get next to you. So, if you are doing it just for demonstration purposes, you can choose to approach it with an emotion behind it or just do it for performance. So going back to those 3 counts of 8. Let's do a cool down. So let's do a nice stretch. We didn't stretch so much at the beginning, so let's cool down with the stretch. So let's go to parallel. And into a lunge. So really lengthening behind that knee. Stack the front knee over the ankle. Sink as much as you can into the hips. Arms to second for balance. Bring those arms up by your ears. Try to arch back. Return. Arms down. Bringing that knee down. Still keeping those hips parallel, so you may need to bring that opposite hip forward. Those 2 headlights forward. And sink into that front position. Coming down into your elbows. One hand on each side of the knee. Opening up that front arm. Other arm. Picking up the back foot to stretch the quad. Stretching the front of the leg and the hip flexor. We're going to release that foot, come up to 2 straight legs, and flexing the front foot. Reaching long through the spine and high through the flex of the foot. We're going bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Bend. Stretch and hold. Reach out even longer. Relax. If you feel comfortable going down into that split. Always wanting to, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Really to focus on breathing through your stretching so that you relax the muscles that you're stretching. You don't want to grip and hold. Coming to bum. Holding the ankles, pushing the knees down, and with that straight back, leaning forward. A nice stretch through the glutes. You want to hold your stretches. You should be holding at least 30 seconds to really give time for the elongation to occur. We'll come back to the ground, but let's get back up into the other lunge. Arms to second. And by the ears. Reach up and back. Hands down, bring that knee down. Keeping that front knee stacked and the hip pushing forward. Coming down to your elbows. Open the back arm. Other arm. Tuck your back toe. So the video cut off. Starting back into this. Once you've done your stretch and plies on the other side, we're going to go into our split. Again, focusing on the breathing, softening the muscles. Long back, long line. Stretch that back knee especially. Coming center, shake it out. I'm going to do a flexed foot stretch from the ground. Some really strong flex and then folding forward. Grabbing those toes if you can reach, or your ankles, you're pulling your chest down. So that we stretch long and holding this here, breathing. Again, full deep breath. Shake it off. We are going to finish with a stretch in second. So coming to as wide as you can. Sit in that position, making sure you're rotated, knees are facing the ceiling. Nice big stretch over to the side. Squaring off that front leg. If you're finding your QL is a little tight in the lower back, come to a 4 and stretch over so you get more into that quadratus and boredom area. Otherwise, you can keep stretching in second. Other side. Squaring off. So either from here or with that foot resting inside the thigh. So we'll bring it more into the low back. Good. Getting that glute stretch, hugging the knee towards your shoulder. Sitting nice and tall. Letting that knee drop. Shins are aligned. Long reach. Slowly rolling up. And if you have the time, do take this stretch a little longer. Hugging the knee up. Bring that bottom shin forward. Stack the other one. If you feel torque in the knee, bring it a little closer so that you don't have that same torque. Long reach. Coming onto your knees and then tucking your toes into a downward dog position. Getting a nice deep stretch through the calf muscles with a bent knee. And then a long stretch knee. Really pushing the armpits away, pushing the heels down so you get a nice long stretch in the hamstrings. Twisting your heels to one side. Twisting to the other side. Good. Coming to upward dog. We get a nice stretch through the front of the torso. You can press a little twist. You press one hip towards the ground. Stretch the oblique. So your side abs, then the other side. Good. Tuck toes. Walking up. Loosening up. Shaking it off. Rounding up. So ensuring that you really soften and breathe into those stretches. Hold them for 30 seconds to really get that good elongation and permanent stretch. I hope you enjoyed class. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have something that you can take away with you and apply to your artistry moving forward. If you have any questions or want to discuss anything at any point, you can always reach out to me online, and have a great rest of your day.